Hi. Hi. How are you guys? It is Friday, August the 5th, 2022, and I'm back, baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry I've been away for a while, but I'll tell you, I spent this 1 week where I was starting to feel like just really, really, really tired. Actually, it was more like 2 weeks. 2 weeks where it was just like super tired, almost nauseous, and lost my appetite, couldn't eat. And then I got really sick and I was in bed for like 2 weeks. And that was just horrible. And again, didn't have an appetite and, fever. Plus this was happening at the hottest time of the year where I am. My place is already like an oven, right? And then I've got a fever on top of it. And so it was lots of fun. And but I haven't compromised my immune system by doing a certain thing. I haven't done that. And my immune system rallied. And I got over it. So I have natural immunity. So yeah. Anyway, I'm here. I know it's kind of quiet here. That's fine. I kind of expected that. I'm hoping that some people are going to kind of realize, oh, she's back. Come on back, kids. Yeah, so I'm here to do the Tarot Friday. I hope that some people show up, although I totally get it if you don't. I've been gone for like 4 weeks. You probably think that I'm never coming back, but it's not true. I'm here. So if you want a free tarot reading, get in here. I don't think it's going to be super busy today. So, you know what? And if nobody's here right at the moment, that's okay. So what I'm going to do instead, just to begin, is I'm going to do a read for the month of August here for like the world, like what's up, what's going on, what are we looking at moving into August, September. And hopefully by the time I've done that, some people will be here. Alright, so just shuffle some cards here. Think about that. Okay, what's going on? What is happening? Hey, Rama, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, well, since there's actually somebody here to read for, then I will do that instead. I was going to just kill some time here and do a read for like the month of August, September for basically like what's going on with the world. I don't know. Maybe I should still do that. Oh, Zane. Hi. How are you? Oh, it's nice to see you. I missed you guys. So yeah, I was just saying before anybody got here how, oh my gosh, you guys, I was so ill. And I'm somebody that doesn't get ill. Like I almost never get sick. It's really, really rare for me to be sick. But boy, heavy cough, fever, chills, no appetite, just really sick. Oh, I missed you guys too. Yeah, I did. I missed you. And I felt bad, and Friday morning would show up and I'd be like, I should be live streaming right now, but I'm just too sick. I just can't do it. Hi, Shelby. All right, you guys. Well, I'm so happy to see you. Let me just grab my pen. Okay, so we got Roma. Roma, if you have like a specific question, if you want to go ahead and post it, that'd be great. And then Zane. And then Shelby. So yeah, 3 weeks basically of being really sick. And then I started to feel better, but I still wasn't best. You know what I mean? Like you could still feel it and you could still feel it in here. And so what I decided to do is I thought, sunshine would probably really help kind of burn it out of me, and just it's good for you, right? Get out there and get some sun. And And so what I did is I went out and I played tourist in my own hometown here. Well, actually, it's not my hometown, but it is now, I guess. I moved out here, I don't know, 25 years ago. Yeah, and I just went out and played tourist, and I look at this tan. Wait, see, look at that. Got some color, baby. Okay. Hi, Pallavi. Hi, Shelby. Can you write your names down? Pallavi. So yeah, Roma, you're first here if you wanted to go ahead and post a question. And Zane, if you got a question too, if you want to post it, that would be great. I've still got a little bit of a cough, but I think that'll go away. Okay, well, I guess Roma got called away. I don't know. Zane? Somebody? Somebody post a question here. Okay, Shelby. Pallavi. Okay. I'm not sure. Should I just... Okay, I'll do a real quick kind of a snapshot read, I guess, for oh, there you go, Roma, there you are. And Shelby has a question. Great. Okay, so we got 4 people here right now. I'm going to start with Roma. And Pallavi wants a general. Okay. Zane, did you have any specific question that you wanted to ask? If you want to post it, I'm going to start with Roma. So, who will be your future life partner? I don't know how I could answer that. Excuse me. It's horrible. How about instead of something like that, which is really open-ended and it's not really like there's nothing there for the cards to grab onto, that's really vague, who will be my future life partner? So maybe instead we could say something like, will you be meeting up with your potential life partner within the next 6 months? And what might they be like? Maybe that's a little bit more. Okay, so Roma wants to know if they're going to be meeting up with a potential life partner within the next 6 months, and if there's any, anything you can tell us about what that person might be like, that'd be great. And we'll do that. Okay. Excuse me. Hey, Ruchi. Hello. Okay. All right. So let's see. Basically, it's like a quick snapshot of what's up here, Roma. And yes, I've asked about like love life, potential, life partner here, but I have to just tell you whatever it is that I'm seeing. So well, it seems like things are actually going pretty good for you right now, Roma. Like, you've got a lot of stuff happening. You've got things on the move. You've got plans in place. You're out there moving and shaking in the world, and you're trying to make something for yourself. And as you're doing that, there's definitely a lot of other people there with their opinions and so on. And sometimes you maybe feel like you have to actually start defending yourself. Like, because they're coming in and saying, well, I think this, or I think that, or no, don't do that, do this, and so you got a lot of sort of back and forth happening there. And some of that could be friends, some of it could be family. Family can be really opinionated about what they want you to be doing as opposed to what you want to do, right? The other thing that's sitting here directly over your head right now, which is terrific, is, what is that? The 9 of Cups, right? Now that one is just like, you feel like you're in a really good place emotionally right now. You're comfortable inside your own skin. You're feeling pretty good. Like, thinking that there's nothing really bad going on. You're pretty happy right now. Like, yeah. It's interesting because you've got the Hierophant in the blanking on the word. Your significator position, except it's inverted, which is sort of saying to me that you don't have any concerns right now about like religion or spirituality. And judging from, I'm seeing like the 7 of Rods here, and again the Cups. So we're talking about, you're more concerned right now with the day-to-day travails and just, getting ahead and moving forward. And I'm seeing a lot of potentiality here. Like you're going to be able to take what you have that's creative and really move forward with it. And that hasn't started to manifest yet, but you're on the right path to doing that. And I think it will start to manifest. There's also going to be some kind of a decision that you're going to have to make. Now, I don't know. That's coming up. It hasn't manifested yet, but it's coming up for you. Excuse me. That cough is kind of still lingering a bit. That there's some kind of a decision that you're going to have to make that's coming up in the immediate future here. Anyway, that's it. There's nothing there about a potential partner. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, Roma. I couldn't tell you about your, life partner. I had to tell you what the cards were telling me. All right. So I hope that resonated. I hope it helps you. And Zane is next. Zane. Okay, hang on. You guys, let me just go back here real quick and just check. Okay, so Flavi, Roma, Shelby. Okay, Ruchi. RUCHIKUMAR. Okay. Creative Arts. Okay, Creative Arts. Hi, Creative Arts. Sunrise. Hi, Sunrise. Okay. And Neela. Nela. Neela Nelik. Nelic. Okay. Is that everybody? Okay, Roma's saying, okay, thank you. Okay, so Zane wants to know, how many vampire spells do I have to cast to make me a Sun-Gwyn vampire? And who is blocking me? Okay. Let's see. You always give me these really tough, interesting questions. Okay, so Zane wants to know how many vampire spells he has to cast to make him a Sun-Gwyn vampire. Well, I'm not sure. Let's see what comes up here. We'll ask both decks. It's kind of like a yes-no, really, because I'm just looking for a number. And then let me just quickly shuffle this deck as well. So how many vampire spells does Psychic Vampire have to do? Zane, have to do. Okay, so I'm just kind of wondering what kind of numbers we're getting here. Let's see, what would that be? 10. Okay, so first deck's saying 15, and the other one's saying 8. So somewhere in between 8 and 15 spells. And you want to know who's blocking you. Okay, so if there's somebody blocking Zane, then who would that be? And what might they look like? You know, who would that person be? Or energy, or you know. Oh, hey, you guys! Thank you so much. Kame. Hi, Kame. Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys, you know, if you like your read, if you could give me a like a thumbs up, that'd be great, and maybe subscribe. It really helps the algorithms. So that would be great. Okay, so who's blocking Zane, and if anybody's blocking Zane, let's see if we can get some information on that. That's interesting. Okay, so okay, so the significator that's coming in for you, Zane, in the center of this little card read here, is the Two of Pentacles, and that one's just basically sort of saying that you're right now your focus is more about just taking care of business and you know, like working hard to make things happen, and just the ups and downs of daily life, you know, and projects on the go, that kind of thing. Like it's really, you're kind of grounded right now in, you know, like the physical reality, right? However, you're asking about, like, you know, what kind of influences are around you here, who might be blocking you. Yeah, it's interesting. You've got the Ten of Swords underneath, and now it's inverted, and normally when it's upright, it's talking about victory. So what we're getting here is like, you're trying to do stuff, and if for some reason you're getting blocked, it's not working, right? Like there's some kind of resistance. The card that's sort of echoing across that, and it's over your head, and that one is the Moon, right? And the Moon is all about like hidden, unseen influences, which is very interesting. You want to know who they are. You've also got the World. It's funny, you know, the World would be like the stars finally aligning in your favor, and leveling up, finally coming to the end of a long and a difficult journey, sort of a thing, right? So there is that potentiality there. It seems to me like even if there are unseen influences that are holding you back, don't let them, kind of thing. Like, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the things that you're trying to accomplish for yourself, you know? Yeah, don't get depressed. Don't get down. Just keep going forward. All right, so the only card that's coming up here that would maybe indicate an actual person, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and you know, the meaning of that card is basically like, you know, that careful planning will pay off for you, sort of thing, you know. But if you're looking at it as a person, I think that would be medium age. You know, he's not like really mature, but he's not a kid either. You know, somebody in the prime of their life. And it is a male. And other than that, I don't know. Let's see. Pentacles is all about money. So somebody that's not very, it's like, I was going to say, not very spiritual, really, actually. They're just more about like just acquiring things, you know, like they're not really deep. I don't know if any of that's helping. Anyway, that's what I've got. That's what we've got here. So, yeah, I don't know if, I hope that resonated, Zane. I hope it helps. It was very nice to see you. I'm glad to see you. You know, before I started, I was thinking, I hope Zane shows up. And here you are. So, yeah, it's nice to see you. And, yeah, Zola's back. So I'll be back here every Friday. Okay. Oh, hi, Miley. She's asking if there's a list or if there's random picks. No, there's a list. There's a list. Yeah, I'm going to do my best to get to everybody. Okay, let me just go back to the, okay, let's see, Neela, right. Okay, we've got creative arts, yes. We have Pallavi, yep. Okay, all right, Nairitya, Narayitya, okay, and then Ishika, and Ishika saying, hey, how are you doing? I'm good, I'm finally good, thank you. Yeah, I was pretty sick for a while. Nothing my body couldn't handle, but I definitely had to have like almost 3 weeks of bed rest. And then I took a couple weeks and played tourist and spent a lot of time on the beach and just enjoyed, and now I feel like I'm human again. So that's good. Let's see. And then Chaimee, Chaimee, who liked. Thank you so much. All right. I'm almost there, guys. Let me just quickly check this here. Okay. Ishika. Yep. ASAWA, and then Camille, and then RINKU. Okay, we got Narita. Sorry guys, I'm just checking the list here to be sure I didn't miss anybody. Miley, Miley, Andrews. Okay, yes, Miley, you're definitely going to get added here. And Shelby, you're going to be next. If you want to go ahead and post your question again, I'm not sure if you posted it already, but it's already way back up there in the comments. So it would really be a big help for me if you could just post it again real quick. Thank you, Shelby. Okay, let me see. Shelby. Okay, I think that's everybody. Okay, yeah, Shelby, just to save me scrolling back and forth, if you could just real quick just post again. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, will I be able to pay my bills without my godmom's assistance? Oh, Rahul is in the house. Hi, Rahul. RAHUL. Okay. Let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do you know that we're almost to the point where I'm going to have to close the primary list and start on a secondary one? There's so many people here. Oh my gosh. Thanks for coming in today. I really appreciate you here. And yeah, we're going to try and get to everybody. I'm pretty sure I can get through this entire list, but what time is it? Wow, it's not quite the bottom of the first hour. And yeah, we've got maybe a couple more names that I'll put on this primary list, and then I'm going to have to start a secondary list where it's like, you're on the list, but okay, filled up fast. Okay, all right, let's do this. No more wasting time here. Okay. Okay, let's do this. All right, so Shelby wants to know, basically it's a financial question, and they would like to know if they're going to be able to get on their feet pretty soon here, where they don't have to have relatives assistance just to pay the bills. So, yeah, struggling financially, that's such a common thing, right? I mean, this whole slavery debt system that's been set up for people, worldwide. Don't even get me started on that. It pisses me off. The way people get used and abused. All right, so yeah, so we're doing like a what's up here. If there's any other information that needs to come through for Shelby as well, that would be great. And yeah, are they going to be able to pay? So the first question I'm going to do is a quick yes, no. Then we'll do a snapshot, just what's happening right now. Okay. So are they going to be able to pay those bills without mom's assistance, or grandmom, or godmom, excuse me. Okay. Give me a yes, no. Give me a yes, no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, let's ask the other deck. So Shelby wants to know. Okay, let's put that aside as well. I think that card just leaped out of the deck, so it must have something to add here. It's not a yes/no card, but I'm going to leave it there anyway, and we'll check it out. It seems to me that it's fitting in with what's going on here. Okay, what's this one? Chris. Okay, so I asked the first deck, right? And I got the death card, and that's this one. Okay. Excuse me, it's still the leftover from the chest cold. Now, that particular card indicates a no, that you're not going to be able to pay those bills without your godmom's assistance. But the feeling that came to me right away was like, that's just the immediate future. For the immediate future, you're still going to need a bit of help. But the death card is also about transformation. And so what I'm feeling from that is like that the situation is going to transform for you. It might seem really bleak, right now, and it's a drag. You don't want to be having to ask your godmom, like it's embarrassing, right? You want to be able to look after yourself, right? And it's hard. It sucks, but sometimes you do need help from other people. And it's interesting now, this card that came up here is this one. That's the 6 of Swords, right? Now the number 6 talks about like letting go of things that don't help you anymore, right? So that could be attitudes, it could be bad opinions, or basically it's like the things that are inside your mind that are not being of use for you right now. For example, you might be feeling like, oh, I'm never going to get out from under this. Oh my God, how am I ever, I can't do this. That kind of stuff isn't going to be serving you. Like you need to kind of take that and consciously put it aside and just focus on, okay, what do I got right here and now that I can work with, and if there's an opportunity that comes my way, you need to jump on it. Don't kind of sit back and go, it's not gonna help anyway. You know what I mean? Like so some of that might be that. It could also be letting go of things, for example, like bad habits. That could be addictions. It could be lots of things, right? It could be like depression, like I said. Just the thought, like, look at this, like the swords are thought, right? And the swords are just weighing this person down. But, like they are setting off on a journey here. Like they're not stagnant, but they're carrying this heavy kind of a burden of thoughts that are just weighing them down kind of thing. But if you take a look at this card, right, at the imagery, you can see that there's somebody there helping them. In your case, perhaps it's the godmom. Helping you to move along, and you are going to snap out of this. Things are going to get better because, bam, I asked the other deck, excuse me, right? Yes, no, what's it going to be for Shelby here, right? And I got the Empress. The Empress is a big yes. And what's very interesting also about the Empress is that's all about like abundance and fruitfulness and making things happen, and no lack. So yeah, I think that actually, and it's interesting because like when I saw this one, I was like, yeah, you know what? Because you're in a time right now of transformation, right? Maybe you lost a job and you're trying to move ahead to something new, and you're getting some help from family at the moment, but that is a transitory thing. The only constant in life is that things keep changing. Excuse me. This part of the cold that put me in bed for 2 weeks was It was like a really bad congestion in here as well. And I'm still, that part is still lingering. And it doesn't help to talk constantly. So excuse me, just bear with me. Okay, so Shelby's saying, yes, you're right, very true. Yes, I have a mental block. Yeah, you know, I was going to do a snapshot, but actually those 3 cards gave a lot of insight, and I'm just wondering if there's anything else to this, you know, is there anything else that Shelby should know? Like, I get the feeling there might be, for example, maybe some words of wisdom or encouragement, things that Shelby could be thinking about that might aid her in, you know, moving past this blockage, that kind of thing. That would help. If there's anything like that, it'd be nice to hear it. And I'm just going to ask this deck same thing. Is there anything else that we can add to this for Shelby? Like, oh, interesting. Okay, so we had another card just jump out of the deck, and I love it when that happens, because usually, to me, it's interesting because when that happens, it's definitely like a message that's trying to come through for you. Sort of like when you get a recurring dream, you know, somebody's there and they're ringing the phone. Like, oh, I got a message for you. I got a message for you, right? You have to pick up the line. So, and the one that came leaping out of the deck was the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is all about like hitting that mark, like being able to use all of your focus and your determination, your drive, your will, your thoughts, totally at your command and working for you, not against you, right? And bringing all of that to bear so that you can hit that mark that you're looking for. And it's also about like focus and skill and determination. And it's also about like winged victory. It's victory. So that's really cool that one came through. How interesting. Okay, so another card that came through is this. And that's the Lovers. And now, doesn't necessarily always indicate, like, you know, that you're just going to have tons of sex. Like, that's not really, it's actually more about learning to trust and being comfortable within your own skin and really being connected. So again, that makes me think of that blockage, right? Like, there's some kind of a mental block going on. You're probably discouraged and you know, down about it and depressed, right? And hey, I would be too, you know, I mean, it's a drag, right? I hate being in that position, you know, but yeah, like, so we're talking about like connecting more and being grounded. You know, just remember that you've also got intuition, you've got gut feelings, and listen to them when they come to you so that when an opportunity presents itself, you can recognize it for what it is and jump on it. I just want to check, what is this last one here? Interesting. Yeah, there are going to be changes up ahead. That's what this last card is talking about. That was the Knight of Rods, and it's inverted. What that's telling me in conjunction with all these other ones is that, yeah, there's some change coming, and that reflects the Death card again. Transformation. And I would say that the really positive message here is the Empress. Let me... Yeah, the other things that the Empress talks about is like new beginnings. So to encapsulate that, we're seeing like, okay, there's some kind of a transition here. There's change coming. And then that card comes up and it's talking about new beginnings, right? New beginnings, renewed enthusiasm, revival, you know, and I think that that's probably, you know, those things bring with it like a clarity of mind. And I think that that's the block that you're experiencing right now. Oh my God, Shelby, I know, like everything's going up, the food prices. Yeah, this is right. I was going to ask about my brother next time. I'm going to thank you. Okay. Yeah. No, I really wish you all the best, Shelby. You know, I would say, yeah, like just really try your best to be grounded. Try not to give in to the depression and, you know, like those negative thoughts, and keep trying to focus on, you know, what it is that you're trying to manifest, and picture a really positive outcome for yourself, and just don't give up. Don't give up. I know a lot of people out there are struggling right now thanks to all the machinations that are going on from a certain group from behind the scenes that are causing all this misery for people all over the world. I'm hoping that situation is going to right itself soon. You know, but anyway, that is my read for you, and I hope it resonated, and I hope that it helps you, and I wish you all the best. Good luck moving forward, and have a great weekend. Okay, Pallavi. Oh, AES is saying, hi, can I be added? You bet. Yep. Let me just put you in there. AES. Excuse me. Shelby says, I appreciate that very much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm going to try and do some work on this project that is dragging along. Oh my God. You know, when you know you've got to do something. Hey, well, I'm one to talk, right? You know, when you got to do something and you just want to do it, and you want to do it, but every time you try to sit down and do it, you're just kind of like, I'd rather do anything else but this right now. It's so hard. Anyway, so the next person up is Pallavi, and then right after Pallavi, we've got Ruchi Kumar. So yeah, that's where we're at. So Pallavi, let's just quickly check back here. Okay, so Pallavi said hi, a general read. Okay, so you don't actually have to be here for that. No problem. All right, so we're going to do a what's up for Pallavi. I don't need to wait for your question. I already know what you want. Oh, general read. Hi, Pallavi. So yeah, I hope you're doing good. Hope everything's going pretty good for you. Nothing to complain about. Okay, so what is up for Pallavi? Just, you know, right now and then moving ahead next few months sort of thing, like a quick snapshot. That would be great. If you want to give us some insight, what's going on, that would be awesome. If there's any messages from, I don't know, guides, guardians, ancestors, whatever, the spirits. If there's anything I've missed asking about, if you want to chime in, and if there's anything to add to that, then let's do it. Pallavi saying, yes, things are okay. Glad to hear it. All right. I think I've got room for maybe one or two more people on the primary list, and then I'm going to close that primary list, and we're going to start a secondary list, because there's a lot of people here, and you know, I want to try and get to the one, at least the primary list. You know, if you're on the secondary list, don't despair, because people do leave. They get called away. Things happen. You know, the phone rings or who knows what. And definitely people that are on the secondary list still end up getting a reading at the end. So don't be disheartened. Ooh, whoopsie. Okay. Had a card jump out of the deck. All right, what's going on? What is going on, Pallavi? Okay. What's going on right now? Okay. All right. Okay, so one second. Let's see what this other one is. it's really interesting, Pallavi, because the significator that's coming up for you is justice, right? Now justice is actually all about the power of intellect, right? It is talking about no more procrastinating, no more excuses, no more hiding. Now that hiding could be like, you know what it is that you need, or you know what it is that you want, or you know what you need to do, what actions you need to take. You just don't want to do it. I was just mentioning that. Like, I know what actions I need to be taking, but I'm just like, I don't want to do it. But yeah, so there's that going on. It's really about taking responsibility for yourself and your actions, and that's the card that is coming up as a significator. And it's really interesting because the Hermit is hanging right over your head there, and the Hermit's inverted. And now, normally, what the Hermit is talking about, and I believe that it's commenting on the thing that you're sort of not paying attention to, which is this need to become more connected, to really kind of turn inside and, tackle questions about like your spirituality and where you're going and how can you take what's important to you, that matters to you spiritually, and see if there's any way to translate that into perhaps what I need to do for a living, or I don't know, there's some kind of like spiritual sort of a question that's going on. And I do believe that's being reinforced by the other card, which is this one, 7, the 7 of Swords. The number 7 talks about spiritual awakenings. So that, again, is echoing that. But more than that, this card is also talking about not to give in to morbid fantasies. Remember that, the thoughts that you're entertaining is what you end up manifesting. And so you want to really be careful about the stuff that you're allowing to enter. Like, it's hard to explain. Yeah, like, don't be your own worst enemy. Don't be self-defeating. So, and you know what? I think also is like, if you're being self-defeating, that could be like some depression going on. And again, depression, I feel anyway, it's actually more of a spiritual manifestation, and it manifests as depression, but it has to do with your spirituality and being grounded and connected and stuff. Okay, so there's that. And then it's really interesting because as we're moving forward here now, not like moving ahead, like next few months sort of a thing, one of the cards here, and it's in the base position, is the High Priestess, right? And the High Priestess has got to do with, like, again, being able to see under the covers and trusting your own inner voice. Okay, so again, that's intuition, which is, some people would say that would be like connected with your spirituality, right? Because some people are very much on the surface of life, on the surface of things. They're concerned with money and finance and getting ahead, and they don't ever stop to think about what all that deep reality that's there at their fingertips, but they don't see it because they don't think about it. So yeah, we're talking about listening to your soul, and that seems to be the theme here, right? And that there's no more hiding, there's no more excuses, no more procrastinating. So there's that. Let me see. Excuse me. Yeah. This is something that's ongoing with you right now. Like you're feeling like you're stuck, but stuckness, again, I mean, that can be falling prey to a predatory state of mind, right? Like giving into that kind of negative thought. Because the other card that's present here is the King of Rods. And the King of Rods, in the upright way, it's inverted in this particular instance, but in the upright way, it's talking about like decisiveness and courage, moving ahead, manifesting those things. So when I see it inverted like that, I'm thinking these are all potentialities that you have, but you're not manifesting them. Why aren't you manifesting them? Well, the other card also is inverted, and that was the Hermit, right? And again, that the Hermit is talking about, it's time to like be still and turn inwards and look for what it is that's blocking you, that's preventing you from moving ahead, becoming grounded, spiritually connected. The final outcome card here is, and this is the one that came leaping out of the deck, and that was the King of Cups. Now, I think that that's signifying you in the sense that this is somebody that is very empathic and very understanding and provides really deep, good counsel. Like this is somebody you go to and you could cry on their shoulder and they will honestly listen. And that is a rare quality in this world today. You know, a lot of people don't listen at all, right? And so these are qualities that you need to be working on, I think, is, you know, yeah, that's how it seems to me. That's how it's kind of falling together here. Yeah, like you're somebody that you can understand the unconscious motivations of people, but in order to do that, again, you've got to be spiritually connected, right? And trust your guts. Don't fall prey to these negative, you know, fancies that might want to take you. And of course, it's not easy, you know. I mean, it's not easy, right? But yes, okay. And then. And here's another one, and it's reinforcing the same message, right? And that was the, what is that, 5, 6, the 8 of Swords, right? And this card is all about that you have the power to choose, and that whatever you project into the screen of your own mind, and you're actually putting that out there to the universe, and that's what the universe gives back, because that's what you're putting out. So where you put your attention is where you're putting your energy, and that is your power. And don't give it away. Don't cast it away. You know. So there's some spiritual work there that has got to happen. And then just to put a little period on the end of that sentence. It's something nice that I think you can look forward to moving ahead as well, is as you're working on all this stuff. Excuse me. We have one card that is not part of that whole story that I just was relating to you, and that is this one. That's the 2 of Cups. The number 2 is talking about harmony and balance. So again, that part does resonate with the rest of the read, because the whole read was about, like, you need to find some harmony and balance within, right? And connect spiritually, connect to your intuition, to your intuitional self. Because the thing is that you actually got a lot of that stuff going on, and maybe you're not recognizing it, like, but you are actually you're highly intuitive. It's showing up here. So that's the 2, but this card actually talks about early stages of, like, perhaps romance, or maybe new business. Like maybe there's a new job, maybe like something new is on the horizon here for you. So yeah, that is my read for you. I hope that it resonated. I hope that it helps, and thank you so much for coming in today. Really appreciate seeing you. You know, I appreciate everybody that is here, and yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today, and have a great weekend. So that was Pallavi's read. Ruchi, R-U-C-H-I, Kumar, you are next. And I'll just check a quick boo at the comments. So Pallavi's saying, yeah, general read, yep. Okay, yeah, the stagnation in my life. Yeah. And thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, Ruchi, if you're here. Oh, there you are. Okay. So Ruchi's saying, what's coming next in love for me? Okay, so Ruchi wants to know about so we're looking at a focus, hopefully, on like romantic kind of stuff. Sorry, it's all the talking. Okay. Okay, so Hey, Jules. I'm going to put your name down on the list, but I have to go by my list. Got a bunch of names there. Okay, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're the 12th person on the list, Jules. Yeah, let's see. What time is it now? Almost 10. If you want to check back, Jules, if you've got other things to be doing, check back in like an hour or so. If you don't want to wait around, I totally understand. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's the primary list. I'm shutting it off here. Okay. And then I'm going to start a secondary list at this point. And on the secondary list, there's not a guarantee that I'll get to you, but I'm going to do my best to try. Okay. Okay. So Jules is saying, thank you, sweetie. Okay. Yeah. That way, I know for sure it's going to be at least an hour before I can get to you. It might be a bit longer too. At least that way you don't have to sit around and wait and like, just come on back. AES. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. AES, you've got like 10 people ahead of you. So same for you. If you want to take off for an hour or so and come back, that would probably be good. I don't blame you if you want to do that. If you've got other stuff, I get it. Okay. Let's see. Ruchi wants to know what's coming next in love. Okay. All right, Ruchi, what's going on for Ruchi in terms of love? Is there any kind of romance on the horizon? I don't know, new beginnings, maybe friendship first and then love, or like stuff like that. And also, if there's any other messages that Ruchi needs to know, that would be helpful as well. Sorry, guys, I was out for 4+ weeks. I haven't been here reading because of this horrific cold, and I am pretty much over it. But I had a very deep infection in my chest too, so that's why I'm coughing and gagging. I'm still working through that part. Okay, so yeah. Okay. All right, so what is going on, Ruchi? And I'll just quickly ask the other deck. So yeah, Ruchi wants to know primarily about romance, if there's any potential love interests that are coming up in the next, little while here, moving ahead. That would be great. But if there's anything else, that you want to add or anything, that would be good too. Okay. So what's going on? Ruchi. Sorry, I'm thinking here. I just need a minute to. think about it and let it soak in here and see what it's trying to tell me. What is that? It's upside down. Sometimes this happens, you guys, and the best thing you can do as a reader, is, for me anyway, is like, sometimes you get static on the line, and I have just found, you know what, if you want to get a clear reading, just focus on it again. I'm sorry about this, but I am going to lay them out one more time, because that what I was looking at there is just like nothing coming through but static. So I'm gonna just, okay, hi Peach. Let's try this again. Sorry, but sometimes that happens. Okay, what's coming next? And you're a single lady. All right, come on. Where she wants to know. Let's do this one more time. I think this time will be better. Yeah, and the thing is, like, when I get static on the line like that, I can't read it, you know. I have to reshuffle and try again, because, you know, I have to tell you what I'm seeing. I can't just make shit up. You know, it's not how it works. So, all right. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, well, the card that's coming up in your significator position, Ruchi, is the Ace of Rods, and the Ace of Rods is actually a very positive card. It's just talking about, like, you know, a new life is ahead of you here. You know, there's like success happening. There's putting ambitions that you've had, like, into action, you know, moving ahead creatively, that kind of stuff. So, and it's like walking ahead with a really big stick in your hand, you know, with the power to manifest things and make stuff happen. It makes me think of like the wizards from, you know, fairy tales, right? They always had the big staff in their hand and it was like magic. That's kind of what the Ace of Wands is really all about, or the Ace of Rods, whatever you want to call it. Now, it's interesting because it's sitting in the position where it's surmounting another card, which is the Seven of Swords. It's this one, right? And that one is inverted, and the way he's sitting on top is kind of telling me, like, and also the one beside it as well, right? When you look at these two cards, what we're seeing here is like, and those two swords are mental, right? And they both are talking about trying to be things for different people, trying to, like, carrying a lot of mental kind of burdens and strain, and like a lot of that has to do with just the negative opinions and just rotten things that other people have to say to you. And sometimes when you're sensitive, you take it in and you take it on. And it moved from that, where you're trying to put some of that shit aside, but you're still carrying quite a burden forward, right? And this is baggage, emotional, mental baggage. And it can weigh people down. It can really destroy your life, right? And so you got to work through that and let it go, right? And realize that the only opinion that really matters is the one that you have about yourself, and fuck everybody else. You know, like, fuck these trolls that you know, who the hell are they? You know what I mean? So, you know, and so here on this one, we see, you know, starting to pick up the pieces, starting to kind of recover yourself a bit. And that's sort of in the bedrock place. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, so yes, you're starting to feel like this energy and raring to go, and that is surmounting over top of the negative self-talk. So that's a good thing. We've got a couple of twos showing up, right? We've got the two of swords, and we've also got the two of rods. And now the number 2 is about harmony and balance. So we're talking about finding a new harmony and balance for you as you're moving ahead. As you're moving ahead here, you've got the two of rods. Now, the two of rods is actually talking about, taking charge now, right? So like all the negative tapes that were running in your head are no longer in charge. You're going to take charge. You're going to surmount that stuff, start making some plans for yourself as you're moving ahead, working on goals, and if one of your goals is that you want to manifest some love in your life, I would say like try to cut some of those cords that might be binding you to negative past kind of people. Do some self-healing work, get out there, get out there in society and start, getting out there and mixing and mingling, do you know what I mean? And putting some effort in. If that's what you're looking for, then, you can start taking some actions. And one of the best ways to meet new people like that is romantic interest is to make sure that you let people that you respect and like, let them know that you're in the market and that you're looking, because a lot of times the really successful relationship unions will come through somebody that we know, right? Yeah, and then the other card that's also there, present. Excuse me. You've also got the Fool, right? Now, the Fool is really about like new beginnings. It's like starting at zero and starting over, and so we're seeing like a sort of a transformation of self, right? Negative self-talk, depression, burden is being surmounted by this new zest and energy for life and moving ahead and utilizing the creative things that you have. There's also like a combination here of the creative things that you have, yes, and pursuing new goals and stuff in your life, but I don't know. There's going to be some spiritual stuff that's coming up. I'm seeing the Hangman, right? And the Hangman is all about turning within so that you can really. There's some damage that's inside that needs some attention. I didn't see anything in that had to do. I'm sorry, but I didn't see anything that had to do with like mental health issues. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's all good to know what what the cards that were showing me. But is there any new love interest coming? Any new love interest coming? Yes or no? Okay, hang on. Is there any like love stuff coming here? I mean, that other information was good to know, but maybe you needed to hear it. But I know you wanted to know about love, so let's just have a little boo. Come on, give me a yes or no. Interesting. Okay, all right. Okay, so Okay. Sorry, just like trying to sort of like impressions come and you're kind of going, how do I put that into like a coherent picture for you? So is there any love on the horizon for you? You got the sun. The sun is actually all about love and because sex is a life force energy, right? And the sun is all about the life force. The sun is also about attainment and overcoming barriers and obstacles. It is the most powerful life force that there is. So, and it's also a yes, but it's tempered with another card, which was the death card. And this is something that you're not paying attention to, that you need to pay attention to. If you want to transform that part of your life, then there is something that needs to be looked at here, and that is something that's coming from within. Like there's some kind of a transformation that needs to happen for you. And I'm thinking, like, I think you said like mental health issues, as in perhaps, falling prey to a predatory mindset, depression, negative self-talk, oh, I can't, never will, all that kind of bullshit, right? And people feed that to themselves, and they don't realize that they're actually, it's almost becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So there's something in here that needs to be looked at, and then that outer thing is gonna transform for you, because it always begins in here, right? Now, that was what the first deck was saying. And the second deck is talking about taking charge and being in command, and again, walking with that big stick, but it's inverted. And what that is telling me is, like, once again, this is something that you want to be looking at, because it has to do with the thoughts, the energy, like what's going on inside is wanting to project out there. And if it's a lack of confidence, a lack of authority, a lack of decisiveness, and putting yourself first, like putting yourself first over always trying to be something for somebody else, hang on now. So there's one more card here, and it's also in an inverted position at the moment, but it is this one. And you were asking about, possible romance in your future, right? And this particular card has to do with favorable outcomes. It has to do with like marriage, romance. Marriage is in the air. So I'm thinking, when I take all that into consideration, it seems to me like, there's some inner work that needs to get done in order to transform yourself, and thus you transform your life. And at that point, the sun really starts to shine for you. And at that point, you will meet somebody. You absolutely will meet somebody. And in fact, it won't just be like a light kind of a romantic fling. It's going to be something really serious where they ask for your hand in marriage, right? So that is my read for you. I hope that it resonates. I hope that it helps. And it's very nice to see you today. And let me grab this. Okay, we got to move on. The clock is ticking here. Hey, Owen. How are you? So Ruchi is saying thank you. Okay, you are welcome. All right, Creative Arts and Sunrise, you guys are coming up right now. Creative Arts and then Sunrise and then Neela Nalik. So yeah, Ruchi says thank you. Excuse me. Oh, that's so awful. Let's see. Jules was the next person. Right. AES and Jules and Peach. Okay, so the names that I'm going to put down now are going on the secondary list because I'm already full. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that you won't get a read. It's just that it's not as certain, right? Because you know what? People in the primary list, they get tired of waiting, right? And they leave, or they get called away, And, that happens. Okay, so let's see. We got Peach. Hey, Owen. Yeah, hi, Owen. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Up, Harsh. Okay. SK. Hi, SK. Nice to see you. Okay, and I think that's everybody. All right. Let's see. Neritya. I'm glad you're here, Neritya. It's not quite your turn yet, but you know what? I'm not hearing anything from Creative Arts or Sunrise. So we've got Creative Arts, Sunrise, Neela Nelik, and then Neritya. Okay. So yeah, Creative Arts, Sunrise, Neela Nelik. If you guys are here, I need you to like indicate that you're here. Okay. Aprilia. Hi, Aprilia. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation there. Owen says, I'm sorry I'm late. I was a bit busy. That is totally fine. I'm glad you're here. You're here now. That's all that matters. Okay, I'm going to circle Creative Arts and Sunrise because they're not answering. And I'll put a question mark. If they show up within the next, little bit here and I'm reading for somebody else and they show up, then I'll put them back in. So Neela Nelik. Neela Nelik, if you're here, it is your turn. And then right after Neela is Neritya, who is here. So don't go anywhere because I have a feeling you're actually going to be next. I don't know if Neela is around. But you know what? When people disappear like that, that means that the people on the secondary list will probably get in, right? So Neela. Okay. I'm going to circle Neela. Must have been called away. All right, Neritya, let's do you because you are here and we have to keep moving. Got lots of people to read for, so we want to try and I can't just sit around and wait for somebody to come back. Aprilia. Perfect. Okay. So Neritya wants to know what should I need to do so that I can have a clear communication with this other person. Okay. All right. So Neritya wants to know about Okay. So they're asking about somebody that they're trying to have clear communication with. So you're probably trying to figure out what is going on with this person. Maybe they're hot and then cold, and you're not really, you're getting mixed messages and you're like, what is going on with this person, perhaps? Oh, you're in a no contact situation. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do like what is up with the sad, what's up with Neritya, and if there's anything connecting them. Sad first. Okay, so what's going on for this person? What's going on here? I mean, geez, okay. And then we also need to know what's going on for Neritya. What's connecting them, if anything? Oh, Neritya says you're right. Yeah. Mixed messages. Not really sure what the hell's going on. Okay. I already have a feeling what's going on, but I want to wait and see what the cards say. I don't want to presume, but I did get a feeling. But All right. What is happening here? It's interesting, Naritya, you know, because the significator card that comes up for you is the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is all about like the way it looks to me when I see the cards. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Cups in the upright position that's signifying you. The Ten of Cups is all about like you know, being comfortable in your own skin. Your natural state is joy. Your natural state is like giving and receiving love. Your natural state is you know, just joy, right? Joy. And yet the two cards that are flanking you, one of them is the Chariot, and that one's upside down, and the other one is the Nine of Cups, which again has to do with like fulfillment and joy, right? But that one is also inverted. So it's like there's some kind of an influence going on that's affecting your natural state of being, which would be positive, outgoing, you know, joyful, right? You know, you take pleasure in things, you know, and yeah, like you're a great person to be around. But whatever this is happening here, we know it's between you and this person, right? But it's stealing some of the joy from you. And it's also stealing like that drive and determination, because normally you've got one heck of a drive, and, you know, you roll forward and you surpass barriers and you use everything you've got, your skills, your creativity, you know, your ability to make plans and carry them through, you know, your attention to detail, your that artistic soul that sings within you, you know, like that, like you've got a lot of positive things, and some of that's been taken away as well, and you're sort of left going, damn, you know, feeling kind of isolated. Okay, so that's what I got from those cards. So now we look at this other person that you want to know about. Excuse me, I'm getting over a chest cold, and yeah, so okay, when we're looking at the cards for him, his significator is coming up inverted, and it's the Hierophant, and that is like the mediator that is between man and God. That's the traditional interpretation of that card. I look at it as a lack of spirituality, lack of groundedness. This person's not thinking about anybody else. They're how can they? There's not really a lot of empathy because the attention's focused on them. Excuse me. I'm also seeing like scattered energies, you know, I don't know, they've got some choices to make, and they're am I reading that right? There's like a lack of desire to seek more information or to make choices, and I'm thinking in terms of you. Like, I'm not seeing anything there that's indicative that this person has got empathy or oh, hang on, there's one more card. You know, their kind of attitude is like, well, there's no use crying over spilt milk. And a shrug of the shoulders, like, does that make sense? Ooh, I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so we've got now I'm looking at what's between you here. So, we've got the Three of Pentacles. The number 3 is talking about chasing your dreams, and maybe your dream is to be able to build something positive with this other person, but it's inverted. So I'm looking at that and going, well, it could be that one of you is wanting to reach out and really do the work and try to make something happen, and the other one's kind of going, yeah. Now there is that. It's not all bad here. Just hang on. Interesting. It's interesting because the card that comes up in the very middle is this one. That's the concern. I mean, I'm asking what's up with you, what's up with him, and what's connecting you. And the central issue of the whole thing, of the question, came this, right? You want that harmony and balance. You want that emotional interaction and exchange with somebody that is willing to give it back, right? Like, it can't be just you putting it out there and it's like it's just falling into sand and disappearing. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, there's nobody there catching it and giving it back to you. The last one's this. This one is talking about that there's a cycle coming to an end, and that there's going to be a change that's going to happen here, and it's going to be a forced change. It's not going to be something that you necessarily want. This isn't something that you want to have happen. You really want things to work out here. But you know what? It seems to me that it's really sucking a lot of energy and joy that is rightfully yours, and it's sucking it away. It's probably sucking time and energy as well, right? And emotional energy for sure, right? Probably been some sleepless nights and crying about this situation, and and I don't know. I mean, I think that 10 of Swords really puts the seal on it in a way. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's almost like a self-inflicted bondage. Like you've tied yourself to somebody that maybe isn't emotionally available. Maybe that's why you're getting these mixed hot cold signals, because for them, they've maybe got a few other women on a string as well, and they're just playing whatever, and whichever one happens to be the right person at that right moment, they'll give their attention and so on to that. And then when they're done, to them it's like a plaything, and they just toss it aside and they pick up another one. There are people like that, they're not out there because they want this. They're out there because they want to play. They want like a playmate at that moment, at that time. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe there's some cross signals there, because you want one thing and that person wants something else, and the two aren't really meeting, but they want to, yeah, no, I'm sorry, but yeah, it looks like forced change, like, but I think in the long run, it's going to work out better for you. Maybe you can find someone more worthy and deserving. Anyway, that is my read for you, and I hope that it resonated, and I hope it helps. And thank you so much for being here today. It was really nice to see you. And yeah, if you like your read, guys, just if you could give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe or something, that'd be great. Helps the algorithm. Okay, so Naritia says, yes, you're right. Making sense. Okay. Thanks for the confirmation. I really appreciate that as well. Okay, Ishika Asawa is next. And then we have Chaime, Chaime. That's how you spell it. And then Rinku, and then Miley Andrews. That's enough to go on. Oh, Ishika is here. Okay, Ishika, it's your turn. If you wouldn't mind posting, if you've got like a specific question. Okay. What will happen between Sanat and I's connection in the near future? Okay. So this down. Okay, so Ashika wants to know. Oh, Miley is saying, I'm here. When is it my turn? I've got Ashika right now. I'm going to read for her. Then we've got Shay May, and then Rinku, and then Miley. Okay? So you've got 3 people ahead of you. Maybe another 20, 30 minutes. Oh, Naritia says, by the way, thank you. Totally welcome. I really hope it helps. And yeah, I wish you all the best moving ahead. Maybe it's time to sort of just, you don't have any contact? Great. You're free. Yeah, free to meet somebody more deserving of you, because you are a very special person. You got a lot of things to offer, and I'm getting that really strong. Like, you've got a lot of stuff to offer a potential mate, and if they're not smart enough to latch on, fuck them. Okay. Joao. Hi, Joao. I'm going to put your name down. I don't know if I can't. I have a feeling I will be able to get you, but we'll see. Parsh, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 8 people ahead of you. Hey, Jay Bella. I'm going to put your name down. Thanks for coming in today. I definitely will put your name down. You've got about 11 or 12 people ahead of you, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I got to get back to Ashika now. It's her turn. Okay. So Ashika wants to know what's going to happen between herself and this Sanat person and their connection. It's another sort of the same kind of a read. Okay, so we want to know what's going on for Ashika and Sanat and what's connecting them. Okay. So this is for Ashika. Am I pronouncing that right? Can you put my name down? Jay Bella said, can you put my name down? I did. It's right there. I did. Okay. Owen says, glad to see you doing well, Zola. Thank you. Oh, you guys, man, was I ever sick? But I'm better now. And I almost never get sick. It's very rare. And so when it was coming on for the first week, and I'm thinking, what's wrong with me? Like, it didn't even occur. I didn't even think of it. I'm like, you're sick? What? Jay says, thank you. You're welcome. Oh, Dennis. Dennis, let's throw your name down here. I'm shuffling the cards. So, Ashika, don't worry. I'm still focusing on you, and I'm shuffling, but I'm just writing down the names here. Okay, Dennis. Okay, so Ashika wants to know. Oh, you think it sounded bad now, Owen? Boy, oh boy, was it ever bad. And it hurt. Like, it felt like ripping and tearing. Anyway, I don't want to go on about me here. Okay. Okay. So Ashika wants to know. So we want to know what's up with Ashika and Sanat and what is connecting them. Okay. Ashika and Sanat. So we're going to do Sanat first, and then Ashika, and then what's connecting them. Okay. All right. So Ashika and Sanat. Connecting them. Sanat first. Come here. And then Sanat. What's connecting them? Let's throw a couple in here from this deck and get a second opinion. Okay, so what's connecting them? Okay, what's going on? What's going to be happening here in the near future? Okay. The first card that jumps out here at me has to do with there's a joyful celebration that is nigh, and that it could possibly be marriage. That's the first thing that popped out. Things are in motion. You guys are just, wow. You're like the queen of the queen of his heart or something, and he treats you like a queen. At least that's the impression I'm getting here. This is somebody that has a lot of drive, that like when they set their eyes on the goal and when they make up their mind and they want to go for it, they really go all in. Does that make sense? Yeah. You're feeling a little stuck because you want it to go faster, but he's feeling like, things, there is a little bit of stuckness there. I will say, there is a little bit on both your parts. But wow, you've got some really positive cards sitting here. There's this one. Look at this. This one, right? Yeah, and then we've got wow. Okay, so and then we've also got the king. Yeah, now I'm seeing a lot of cards that are inverted, and but they're positive cards. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, you got the Ace of Pentacles, you got the Queen of Pentacles, you got the Nine of Pentacles, and you've got the Chariot. Those are all really powerful, positive cards, and so is this one, the Three of Rods, and this is something that's connecting you. And basically, it's just talking about this is a good start. That you guys are making a good start. Now, there is some, yeah. A lot of them are inverted, and what that's telling me is that these are all potentialities that are there. It's interesting because I'm feeling there's a bit of frustration from your end where you're feeling like this isn't moving fast enough for me. And meanwhile, he's thinking everything's fine. So, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, he thinks everything's moving ahead pretty good. It could be a little bit faster, but he's not too upset about it. And he's just continuing on doing his thing, and he's feeling like there's going to be a joyful celebration soon. So and that is the marriage card, this one. So that's interesting. Let me see. There's one more card here. Yeah, there's brighter days to come here. It's not negative, but it is a little stuck. Not sure what it's going to take to light this fire under his bottom to make him move faster. I don't know. He thinks everything's fine. So maybe you just need to communicate. Communicate and say, we could really, move a little bit faster. That's my read for you. And I hope it resonated, and I hope it helped. It wasn't negative. It's just that, yeah. He's proceeding on and feeling like everything's fine, and he's not even seeing that you're frustrated. So, yeah, that's about all that I got for you today. I do appreciate that you came in today. I appreciate you taking the time and your patience, waiting for your turn. And I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. Ishika's saying thank you. Yeah. Okay. That it resonated. Okay. So we're gonna move right on. So we got a lot of people waiting. What time is it? Woo. Yeah, we got about an hour and a half left, so we got to move. Okay, Chimmy. Excuse me, I can't help it. Chaime, Chaime. It's your turn. After you is Rinku, 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 and then Miley Andrews. Okay, so Chaime, we're gonna go once. I'm just gonna scroll up here real quick. Hang on. Chaime, Rinku, and Miley are the next three people coming up here. Chaime, where are you here in this? Oh, there you are. Okay. Miley's here. Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to circle Chaime with a question mark because they're not responding. If Chaime comes in while I'm reading for whoever's next at this point, then I'll pop her back in. Okay, and then we have Rinku. Rinku's not responding. I'm going to circle you. And we're going to go to Miley. Hey, Miley. We're going to go to the person that's here. And I'm sorry that if I'm, skipping over somebody, but I need you to be here. And if you're not, I got to go to the next person. That's only fair. I can't hold the whole line because you got called away. Okay. All right. So Miley wants to know, may I have insight on my relationship with Jay? We reconnected, but now he's extremely distant. I don't know how to take things from here. Okay, so wow. Okay, Miley and Jay. Okay. All right, so Miley wants to know what's up with Jay. What's going on there? There's some stuff going on, and like what's between them? What's happening? And so we're gonna do like a quick what's up for Jay, a quick what's up for Miley, and also like what's connecting them, what's going on. And hopefully that'll give you the answers that you're looking for. All right, so we're asking the first deck. Okay, what's up with Jay? What's up with Miley? I'm going to do Jay first. Okay, so there goes Jay. And what is up for Miley here as well? What's going on? And what's between them? What's going on? If there's any insight or cast some light there, see what's going on, that would be very helpful. And then I'm going to just also ask my other deck. Same thing. Okay, so we want to know what's up for Miley, and we want to know what's up with Jay, and what's going on for between, like what's happening there. Okay, so all right, what's going on for Jay? And what's going on for Miley? And what's between them? Okay. All right, so we're doing Jay first. Just give me a second here to think. Okay, so it's interesting. Looking at Jay's, what's up with Jay first, right? And the significator card that's coming up is the Five of Cups. It's inverted. And right beside it, we've got the Page of Cups. Right? And then we've also got the Page, again, of Pentacles. So when I'm looking at all three of those together and just the way they're sitting and everything, the feeling that I'm getting from those three cards is like the central card is talking about, I don't know, there was some disappointment there, and we're talking about emotional disappointment. And this person felt like they actually did put themselves out there, they put their emotions out there, and it kind of got splattered on the ground kind of thing. Like there was other support and other emotional stuff, possibly from other people, or I don't know, but he didn't really see that. He only saw what he saw, which was like, felt like he wasn't really getting anywhere. And now the one that's upright is talking about like new beginnings emotionally, in terms of a person. And then of course the Page of Pentacles is all about just focusing on the money and getting their financial affairs in order and so on. So now, is that new beginning with you? That remains to be seen. Let me see. Okay, so then we're looking at for your cards, right? And now I'm looking at your cards, like what's up for you. We've got, that one's inverted, but it is the Four of Pentacles, and then you've also got beside that the Nine of Pentacles, so money. And then the other one is Judgment, right? Now, the Judgment one is really, really interesting to me. It's not in the significator position, but it's like to your right, like it's beside you. Now, Judgment might sound like it's a negative card, but it's actually not. What it really talks about is like making appropriate and timely decisions. That there's challenges in your life and that you're going to rise to meet them. We're talking about it's interesting because that card also talks about like resurrection, rejuvenation, like rising up from the ashes sort of thing. I don't know. I'm just seeing like it seemed like there was sort of, it's funny because your significator is also inverted, right? And that was the Four of Pentacles. Now, in the right way up, it's talking about like overcoming some barriers and making a good start here, laying the foundations for, future financial success and so on. But it's inverted. So once again, I don't know, that seems to me like that both of you, he is stuck emotionally, you're stuck financially. There's some barriers there. There's something going on there. Okay, let's look at what's between because I need to see. All right. Sorry, it's not really clear. Okay. Gosh. about as clear as mud. Okay, so one of the things that is coming up here is like, this is not really a time to take action right now. There's this is a time to turn inside and start really trying to gain more information in order to make that clear decision of what to do, where to go. If you guys are actually going to continue, it's going to have to be like almost like starting over, like a new start. I'm a little bit hesitant because like questioning, because I got the feeling from his cards that he might have found himself another person. Yeah, it's like he came back. I don't know, like, it's funny because he's feeling like he put stuff out there for you that didn't get answered. And you're feeling on your end like there were some barriers there and that didn't get answered. And then in between, we have the Two of Rods. So like the Two of Rods is talking about like early stages of like a new enterprise. And as you see, like that, that's two people. It's two people in that, and then you've got, that this is take some time to reflect right now. really go inside and look at the situation intuitively and determine, is this something that you're willing to put your energy into to try again? There could be some way to connect here, but it's not really clear. Like, I'm not getting a really big green light. There's some stuff from both sides. Like, another way to look at that Page of Cups that's in his thing, because it is about, a new emotional beginning. It could be with you. You've got It's also interesting because you've got a couple of pentacles in yours and his are cups. And okay, yeah, he's got the Page of Pentacles, but still it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's and then the other card that's in between of you has to do with the Emperor, and that one, I mean, the Emperor stands for somebody that is really mature and grounded and successful, and they know what they are and they know where they're going, and they have all the tools in their toolbox. They've been around the block a few times. I wonder if this guy is a little bit immature, and maybe that's something that needs to be worked on. Maybe there's some stuff like that going on. I know that wasn't incredibly clear, but that is what I have for you today. I hope it resonated. I hope that it helped you. I wish you all success moving forward. I'm not seeing anything there that this guy is really bad. Quite the contrary. Seems like he's pretty decent. So yeah, like, I don't know. I get the feeling like he's a little bit hurt. He feels like he put it out there and he didn't get what he was looking for. And I'm feeling like you also feel like you put yourself out there and you didn't get what you're looking for. Maybe there's a bit of a miscommunication going on. Anyway, Miley, that is my read for you. Yeah. Wish you all the best with that. Thank you so much for your patience. Thanks for, sticking around. And I really appreciate you being here. If you liked your reading, maybe you could give me a thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so Miley. So now we're down to Rahul. Miley says, I think it was clear. Thank you. Maturity is a concern on my end, and emotional baggage from our failed relationship was the problem on his. Oh my God, thank you for that. Because I was kind of going, yeah, it's like he feels like he's hurt. Miley says, thanks for your time and your insight. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate the feedback too. That really helps me because I'm just reading what I see, right? And sometimes I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not like, what's the word? Like all knowing, right? I'm just can only read what I see. Okay. Hey, Jay Bella. No, you didn't miss it. No, there's still, okay. I'm calling Rahul. and then AES, and then Jules. Now I know AES, I told him to go away and come back in an hour, so, or she, but same with Jules. So we're gonna circle them. I know that they're coming. I'm pretty sure they're going to come back. So like if they do, they're on the primary list and I'll have to insert them right away. Rahul, if you're still here. Okay, Jay Bella, don't go anywhere because, you know, sometimes towards the end, yeah, we've got like just a little bit over an hour left. There's still lots of time. But yeah, if people get called away, then other people get their chance. Don't go too far, Jay. Oh, there's SK. SK. You got 3 people ahead of you, SK. I'm calling them right now. Rahul. Rahul, if you going once, going twice. Okay, I'm going to circle you and say you weren't there. Okay, so now we're moving on to Peach. So it goes Peach, and then OP Harsh, and then SK, and then Aprilia, Joao, J Bella, and then Dennis. Okay. Okay, so we're calling Peach. Peach, Peach. Peach, can you hear me, Peach? Peach. OP Harsh. A lot of people got called away. Peach, OP Harsh. Oh, there's SK. Okay, looks to me like we're going to jump these 2 as well. I'm not seeing them. Got to go, you know, I got to keep moving. Okay, so SK, it's your turn. And then I've got 1, 2, and then J Bella. Okay, so yeah, Jay, stick around. Yeah, let's go with SK. All right, SK, can you please just do me a favor? If you wouldn't mind just posting your question, that would be really helpful. I'll start shuffling. Yeah, so I have a feeling that J Bella, you might just be the next one, unless you know, AES or Jules or Rahul or Peach or OP Harsh come in the next little while. I'll do my best to juggle everybody and give you all a fair shot. Okay. Okay, so SK wants to know what's going to happen in my mission. Excuse me. I had a really bad cold, and that's why I wasn't around for quite a while. I spent 2.5 weeks in bed. Okay. What will happen in my mission for SRCC College? Tomorrow I have my exam. What's going to happen? Wow. Okay. We have seen each other on Instagram, but haven't talked to. What's going to happen between me and a new show? Okay, that's a whole other question. So we'll start with this. Okay, so basically, I think that the real question would be, you know, you want to know what's going to happen with your admission, and tomorrow you're having your exam. So basically, you want to know if you get in or not. So let's do a yes/no for that part. All right, so SK wants to know if they're going to get in or not. So are they going to get in? Yes or no? Excuse me. Yes or no? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask the other deck, same thing. SK wants to know if they're going to get in. Yes or no? Okay. Thanks for posting that, Jay. I see it. I'm focusing on this. Wait. So SK wants to know if they're going to get in. Yes or no? Yes or no? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there any other information you can give me there? Okay. Okay, so you've got the Seven of Swords, you've got Seven of Swords, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, and you have Temperance. And Temperance is all about finding balance between what's unseen and what is seen. Temperance is a yes. So I asked, are you going to get in? Right? Are you going to pass that admission exam? Are you going to get in? And the first deck is saying yes. Now the other one was this. Okay, that is the 6. Hang on one sec. Yeah. So that card is actually just talking about, it talks essentially about that there's brighter days ahead. And I'm thinking, okay, well, you've been putting your nose to the grindstone and really studying and working hard and taking all these exams, and that's got to be like a pain. I'm sure it's not exactly like fun. So you want to know, like, success. Are you going to succeed? Are you going to get in? Well, it's saying brighter days are coming here. It also talks about like that actions have implications, and I'm wondering how that might have to do with passing that exam. So the question would be, what kind of actions did you take in order to pass that exam? Do you think that you gave it your all? Because if you did, right, you got nothing to feel bad about. Whatever happens now, you did the best you could, and that's the only thing that you can do, right? You can't influence what other people are going to do or think or whatever, right? Like, the only thing you can do is try to do your best and picture the positive outcome for yourself and then focus on that, right? Yeah, and then the other one here is 5, 6. I have to 5, 6, 8 of Pentacles. This one, and it's interesting because that is actually called the work card, and it has to do with like going to school and like craftsmanship and paying attention, new vocations, self-improvement, diligence, so like I thought when that one came popping out, I thought, yeah, that's interesting, because that's the question, isn't it? Right? You want to start this new vocation. So okay, so the first deck is basically telling you yes. The second deck is, we've got the Hierophant and the Ace of Rods. Now the Hierophant is not a no, and it's not a yes. It's like a maybe. I think that there's going to be some element of chance, because who knows how many people besides yourself applied, and how many spots are there, and where do you fall in that range, right? And that's why I'm saying, like, the only thing that you can really focus on is like, did I do everything humanly possible that I could do from my end? And if so, then you have nothing to reproach yourself for and nothing to feel bad about. So I'm just putting that out there. I don't think you're going to fail, though. I think you're going to get in. All right. Yeah, because this other card, this one, that one is talking about like new adventures, putting new things into motion. Do you know what I mean? Ambitions into action is basically the meaning of that card, right? And your ambition is to go to this place to learn and so on. And so, yeah, that's that answer. I think that it looks pretty good. So, yeah, that's that part. Oh, hi. There's some new people that came in while I was reading. I do see you now. Yeah, I was focusing on reading there, so I didn't see you earlier. I'll write your names down in a second. Okay, so that was the first bit. And then you want to know what's going to happen between me and Anusha in the future. I think a better way to put that, and I'm going to do that as a yes-no, because that might be the best way to handle that one. Is this relationship between SK and Anusha going to like blossom into something really solid, like emotionally committed? I think that's really what you're asking. So, right. So you want to know if there's a future there. You want to know if there is a future. Excuse me. Okay. Is there a future for SK with Anusha? Like a, yeah. Is there a future there? Ooh. Okay. Deck answered immediately. Thank you. Okay. And let's just get a second opinion with the other deck. It's always good to know. Good to. I like having two decks. Oh. Okay, so is there a future for SK with this Anusha person? I hope I said the name right. Yeah, Anusha. Okay. All right, let's see. I need a clear yes or no. Come on. Just give me a yes, no. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I asked the first deck and said, is there like a positive future there for you with this Anusha person? We get the Empress. The Empress is all about like bounty and fertility and like new beginnings, things like that. It's like abundance and fruitfulness is basically what the Empress means, right? And so when you think about that, it's like, and also the Empress is a big yes, that there could be, yeah. And then the other card that also popped out with that is this. Kind of speaks for itself, right? So those two were pretty positive cards that came out. Now I asked the second deck, and I didn't get a clear yes, but I didn't get a clear no either. And that one, that's the Justice card. And once again, the Justice card is all about like no procrastination, no more excuses, cut through to the heart of the matter. In other words, know what you want and go for it. And don't Don't make excuses either. Like, it's about being honest, right? Yeah, like no making excuses, no hiding, like just cut through to what's going on there. And so I guess what that means is, like, instead of, if you're hanging back kind of hoping and whatever, well, maybe take charge a bit and be direct. And if that's something that you want, then you go ahead and you get it, because you've also got this card. This card is highly significant of somebody that knows exactly what they want, and they fix their eyes on that prize, and then they just go for it. And nothing stops them, nothing deflects them. In a positive note, that is actually really, that's great. That's somebody that's gonna hold faith with you, that if you love them, they're gonna love you back very passionately, that kind of thing. The negative side of it would be, it didn't come up negative, but I'm just saying that the negative side is like somebody that is almost like it's too much. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody that if they had to burn the house down, they're going to do it. So in the negative sense, it could be bad, but it didn't come up negative. So, what's your future there? Well, it's looking, I think what it's indicating to me is that, of course, this is still not something that's decided. So it's not really a yes, and it's not really a no, right? And you need to get to the truth of the matter and find out what's really going on. What's in that other person's heart? What do they want? If you're wondering, then ask them, be direct, take charge, take responsibility. If this is something that you want, then go for it. And the other indication is talking about like someone that's very beautiful, feminine, bountiful, probably make a great mom. There's just a lot of positive characteristics of this person, and that they would probably be a skilled and a generous lover. Like there's a lot of things there that are positive. I'd say that the potentiality is pretty good. It's not a complete given, mind you, because, you can't control what somebody else thinks or does, right? But yeah, if this is, let's see, SK is saying, hi, Up Harsh, you came back. Yeah, Up Harsh, you came back. I had to jump over you, but you are still here. That's great. Okay, let me just see. So SK is saying, yeah, I was making excuses with myself. I thought I should get some muscle on and get fit first before I approach anybody. Oh, I was once direct and I got blocked by one in my childhood. Laugh out loud. Well, I mean, like I said, there's two different ways of being direct, right? And one is just being like very vulnerable and open and just saying, I really like you a lot, and I would really like to work on something with you, or as opposed to you will be mine. That's two different things. Okay, so anyway, SK, that is my read for you. Second deck is always 50-50. Well, not always, but maybe it has been for you. I like asking two decks. I get more information that way. SK saying thank you. You are so welcome, SK. Okay, so Up Harsh came back and said, am I still on the list? Okay, Up Harsh, I was reading for SK. You were right ahead of SK. So if you're here now, we're going to do you. Oh, hi, Sunbla. We'll see, Sunbla. I'll put your name down, but I certainly can't guarantee at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go to Up Harsh, if Up Harsh is still here, because they were ahead of SK. And then Aprilia, and then Joao, and then J Bella. Okay. And you know what? That's probably going to be everybody that I don't know if I'll be able to get to Dennis or Sunbla, honestly. Up Harsh, if you're still here. You got to acknowledge me right away. If you don't, I'm going to jump to somebody that actually is here. Okay. All right, Aparsh. You keep popping in and out. You almost hit me where it was almost, I just passed you over, so I'm willing to put you back on right away if you're here. Okay, if you're not, okay, I'm going to start calling some more names. Aprilia. Okay, not here. Joao, are you here? Can you hear me? Joao? Okay, Jay Bella, if you're still here, I'm going to go to you. You've definitely been waiting and waiting, and I feel bad about it. I hope you're still here. I'm going to start reading for you because you put your question here, so we're just going to go for it, okay? You want to know, will my life change financially and my relationship with my significant other? I imagine that means like what's going on with it, and is it going to get better? Or, oh. Hi, Sunbla. Yeah, I've got your name on here, Sunbla. There's still time. If a lot of people have taken off, I might still get to you. So don't give up. Right now we've got I'm going to do Jay Bella's read, and then there's Dennis, and then there's Sunbla. That would be you. But there's also some people that I just skipped over because they weren't here. Oh, almost missed you. Let's see. You would be... there's also right after Dennis. I'm not sure where Lisa comes in here. I'm going to put Lisa here. I just saw you now. Okay. Oh, there you are, Jay Bella. Yay, it's your turn. It's your turn, and you're here. Yay. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let me just scroll back so I can see what your question was again. I forget. Oh, okay. And Lisa wanted a general reading. Okay. Okay, so Lisa actually... Yeah, so Lisa, you showed up right after Sunbla. Okay, no problem. I've got your name on the list. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, I'm scrolling around here, Jay Bella. Oh, there it is. Okay. I want to know, will my life change financially and my relationship with my significant other? Okay. Sounds like this is going to be like a snapshot. What's going on for Jay Bella in terms of romance, in terms of finance, and if there's any other messages that want to come through for Jay Bella, then please bring them through. Yeah. So what's going on with you now and moving ahead? So that's what we're going to do. This one will be like the snapshot read. What's going on for Jay? Okay, and I just gotta grab the other deck. Okay, Jay's saying like, where are we going? Are we gonna marry and have babies? Okay. Well, let's do the snapshot. Oops. Okay, that one came flying out of the deck. Let's put that aside for a minute. Okay. Alrighty. Just give me a sec. I'm just turning cards over and kind of looking at what's here. And okay, so Jay, the first thing that's kind of popping up for me, excuse me, and this is kind of stuff that's going on right now. And what I'm wondering is if okay. All right, so yeah, we're asking about, like what's going on with you romantically, like what's happening here. Now, the thing that I'm seeing right now is that you are sort of in a period at the moment where everything is kind of stopped, and it's time to kind of, it's not about taking action right at the moment. It's about more like just stopping and just becoming very still and focusing inwards. There's some stuff going on inside that needs to be looked at. Excuse me. In terms of like, what's going on right now with yourself and your significant other. Sorry. I don't know. I'm seeing like some past disappointment. Like you really were kind of putting yourself out there emotionally and it wasn't really happening. And I'm seeing like a lack of, and maybe this is the other person's issue, like why you're feeling disappointed and stuff, like a lack of kind of like commitment and maturity. Like maybe not being serious enough or not taking something seriously enough. Like there's some stuff going on there. And you feel like you're not moving ahead. You're not making a good start. Like it's kind of frustrating. And you want this person to be more empathic and consider your feelings more. And it's like they're just not. Yeah. I mean, the central card here for you is the Page of Cups, right? And the Page of Cups is all about like, well, I mean, the Cups is all about emotions, right? And it's like it talks about new beginnings in friendship or in loves kind of thing. It's like maybe there's a need for some kind of renewal within this relationship. Like it's kind of a little bit, I don't know. It's a little stagnant, and you want to make it work, and you want to reach out and communicate because you do have lots of things together. You have surmounted barriers together. You've got history together. And when it was good, it was really good. It was really good. But right now it's like, I don't know. A lot of these cards are inverted. Yeah, I don't know. There's some kind of matter that's going to have to come to a head. I don't know. There's some kind of honesty or something's going on under the surface is what I'm feeling like. There's some stuff going on. I don't know if the fire's gone out. Maybe you're just having a bit of a stuck period where you feel like you're not, I don't know, you're not moving ahead. You just feel kind of a little stuck. It's funny. It's mostly about manifestation. You've got some major arcana. You've got the Lovers. You've got the Sun. The Sun is inverted. When it's right side up, I would say that that's an incredibly positive indication. But the way it is right now, it's more like it should be there, but something's preventing it. Like it's not quite realized. Yeah. Let me see what else. Now, the card that came jumping out of the deck was this one, and this one talks about taking charge and making plans for yourself so that you can pursue like your goals and your dreams and so on. So if part of your, pursuing what you want has to do with, I need to open up a line of communication with my significant other and try to put some fire back into stuff, then that's something that, don't wait for him to do it. Or, okay. Hi, Rahul. Yeah, you know what, Rahul? You weren't here, and I had to keep going. I skipped over you. I'm sorry, but I've got a big lineup, and so if somebody's not here when it's their turn, I have to go to I have to keep going, right? So I am sorry about that. Okay, so Jay's saying, are we going to be able to figure this out? Okay. So are you going to marry and have babies? Yes or no? Okay. 1 second. Yeah, Rahul, I'm really sorry, but you are like, I'm all the way down here with Jay Bella, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people past where you were. That's where we're at, right? So, okay, so are they going to marry and have babies? Yes or no? Interesting. It came up inverted again. Same freaking card. Okay, 1 second. Hi, Ayushi. Welcome. It's nice to see new faces here. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to have time to get to you today because there's still quite a few people ahead of you. And I've only got 30 minutes left. And the stream only goes for 3 hours. And at the end of the 3 hours, it'll just automatically cut off whether I'm done or not. So, excuse me. Okay, so Jay wants to know, are they going to figure it out? And that's, yeah, I wanted to see. Rahul is saying, no problem. I'll come next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being understanding, Rahul. We're going to work it out. Yes or no? Come on. Going to work it out. Yes or no? All right. Interesting. Okay, because I'm sorry. It's because I had this awful cold, and part of it was a really deep chest cold with the coughing and all that, and that part is still getting better, I guess. Okay, so you want to know if you're going to get married and you're going to have babies, and if you guys can work this stuff out. Okay, Jay, that was kind of like the question. That's what I was sort of asking the cards here. First deck gave me the Empress. The Empress is all about fruitfulness, and if you're a female, it's also about like being fruitful, right? So like marriage, babies. That's what I'm seeing, like babies, right? The The other deck also said, yes, you can work this stuff out, but there is some stuff to work out, and that was the sun. And once again, the sun showed up in the what's going on between you guys. Here's what the sun looks like. Okay, if it's the right side up, that's a really positive indication. It was inverted. Does that mean it's all bad? No. I look at that and I think, okay, there is some possibility here, and you have, like, there is possibility there. It isn't quite realized yet, but it's sort of hovering. Excuse me, it's kind of hovering there. But there's some decisions that have got to be made. There's I don't know. There's some stuff that isn't really clear yet. Maybe between the two of you, that could be because you're just wishing and hoping, and you're not really clear. Sometimes you got to take the bull by the horns and just put it out there on the table, because if this person doesn't want those same things that you do, then why waste your time with them, right? Like, don't waste your time, right? Like, it's just kind of a waste of time. So you want to see. But then you've also got this. And this one came up. This is like financial satisfaction, fulfillment, happiness, and sharing it with a partner. So, I don't think that all is lost here. That's not the indication that I'm getting. I think that it's more about being really clear, so that you can move ahead. Put some cards on the table, and no pun intended. Put some cards on the table and say, listen, I want marriage. I want to have babies. Is that something that you are looking for as well? Because some guys aren't, some guys, they're young and immature, and they just want to have a good time. They don't want to worry about that stuff. And if that's kind of how he is, then it's better to just be honest and say, listen, we're not compatible right now. So, like, good luck. Go and play, right? Go and play, and I'm going to go find somebody that's serious. But yeah, it's not all bad. And I think that if he was really committed, I think he could be a good match, is how it seems to me that that's kind of how it's leaning. But yeah, you've got some stuff you're going to have to work out. So Jay Bella, that's my read for you. I hope that it resonated. I hope it helps. Thanks so much for your patience. You really stuck around, and you really wanted this read. And so I hope it helps. Okay, let me just, Oh, you asked as well about if my life's going to change financially. Let's do that really quick. Sorry. Yeah, that's going to be a quick yes, no, because I've got to get on to the next people here. And Sunbla is still waiting. Okay. All right. I just want to know, is Jay's life going to change financially? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Oh, and by the way, I think that's going to change in a good way, because that other card that came up in the reading was the 10 of Pentacles, which is about, like I said, enjoying the fruits of your labors and just rewards financially with a partner. Okay. Okay. Hey, Ayushi, I'm going to put your name down, although I don't think I'm going to be able to. Jay is saying, amen, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, if you like your read, maybe you give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Okay. Let's see. Let me just scroll back through here real quick. Okay, Harsh, you asked if you're still on the list, and then you took off again. Okay. Sorry. Let me see. And then we've got Sunbla, right? We've got Dennis. I know I saw a real quick one from Dennis, and he was ahead of Sunbla, so There it is. Okay. Dennis wants to know if I'm going to be relocating. That's a really fast yes or no. I'll do it real quick, and then we can... Did you lose your turn? Yeah, Joao. You did. You did lose your turn, Joao. Sorry. I did call you. You weren't here. But you know what? We're down to like the last 4 people. We've got Joao, since you're here now. Second. Joao. Okay. I'm doing a quick yes, no for Dennis. Lisa's still waiting. And then we got Sunblaw. And then Ayushi. And then you, Joao. I'm so sorry. But like when there's a lot of people here and I have to keep moving. So if you're not here, unfortunately, yeah, you will lose your turn. Okay. Joao says, thank you for keeping me. Yeah, no, I'll still read for you if I can get to you in time. Okay, so sorry, I'm just checking. Okay. Dennis wanted to know, will I be relocating? Okay. Sorry, guys, I can't help it. It's just a lingering bit of like this really horrible cold that I had. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Oh no. I hope you can still hear me. I accidentally touched something on the keyboard. Okay, thanks, Jay Bella. I really appreciate that. Okay, so Dennis wants to know if they're relocating. Yes, no. I just want to ask the other deck. Okay. Yes. The first deck was saying, well, maybe you will be, but the second deck said you are going to be relocating. And not only that, but it's this one, and that's the death card. And the death card is all about like transitioning, right? Change. Something totally new is coming. Letting go of that past life and moving on to something new. So that would be definitely like fall under the category of like relocating would definitely fall under that category, right? Because that's like starting a whole new life. Just remember though that, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'm just going to say it. But like, just remember that like, even though you move away, you can't run away from yourself. So if there's things that are problems here and now, they tend to remanifest sometimes, when you move, it'll come back until it's like a recurring dream until you get the message, whatever that message is that the universe wants you to know, or the understanding that you need to gain, or you got the message, then the recurring kind of stuff stops happening. Okay. Jay Bella gives me a big thumbs up and says, and you click and kisses. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's nice to have some positive feedback for a change. All right. So Dennis, that is my answer for you. You are going to relocate. Okay. And Lisa, are you still here? You're next. Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Dennis says, thank you very much. You are welcome. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. If you like the read, you like what I'm doing here, maybe you could give me a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Have a great weekend. Lisa's here. Okay, Lisa, what's your question? And then right after Lisa, we're doing Sunbla. And then Ayushi. You're after that. And then Joao. And that's it. I'm afraid I'm not even going to take any more names down at this point because we are running out of time. Yeah, I'll be lucky to get through the next few. Oh, thank you, Sunbla. Yeah, Joao, we're going to try and get to you. Okay, yeah, Lisa. Please ask your question. Oh, wait, I think you wanted a general, didn't you? Let me see. I'm just going to scroll back through. I know you, wait. Okay. Just wanted to know, okay. All right, so you want to know if this Leo person is going to come back home soon and what's going to happen in your future. And I'm kind of guessing here it's probably romantics. You want to know if you're going to get back together with this person, pick up maybe where you left off. Does this person have, like, what are his intentions? Or does he want like a solid, committed kind of a relationship? I think that's really the question at hand. You know, does this person want a solid, committed relationship? Okay. Okay, well, that is a quick yes, no, which was going to help because then I can get to another person. But hey, I'm not going to be skimpy with you either, Lisa. Okay. All right. So Lisa wants to know, you know, yeah, if this person is, if they're looking for the same things that she is, you know, like, are they gonna be there emotionally? Are they looking for a solid, sort of committed relationship? And is that gonna work out? So we need a yes, no. Okay, and check with the other deck as well. Same question. Is this Leo person going to come back and desiring like a committed kind of relationship? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. All right. So, okay, Lisa says, oh, thank you for, okay. So Lisa says it ended and left me confused and not knowing. Well, that's very interesting because you want to know if they're going to be back and if they'll be looking for, you know, a committed relationship and so on. And the card that came up was, this one is a no, but it's also the Tower. And the Tower means like a sudden devastating change that comes from lightning out of the blue, you know, and it just blows up relationships, jobs, whatever it is, right? It's like a sudden catastrophic boom change. Like one day it's fine, the next day it's over, and you're kind of left going, whoa, what happened? Which is what you're describing here. Okay. So yeah, the first deck is saying no. So I asked the second deck, can you give me any more light on that? Like what's going on there? And this one said, maybe he'll come back. But I think that the other message that the Emperor is bringing here is, right, because the Emperor is about somebody that's very grounded and mature, and they know what they want, and they get out there and they get it. They're committed, as in like committed, like you're looking for a commitment. An Emperor would be committed, and you know, very focused, very astute, and so on. Basically mature, right? And I'm kind of getting the feeling, looking at that perhaps that's the issue, that this person is not mature for you. He's not really a good match for you. So I'm going to just quickly say, is this person a good match for you? Yes or no? Because sometimes it's not anybody's fault, it's just that, one person wants one thing and another person wants something else, and it's not compatible, right? All right, so I was asking, is this, excuse me. All right, so I said, is this a good match for you? Is this really a good match for you? And I got a double. Did I say this is a good? Oh, is this? Sorry. Jeez. I'm sorry. I'm kind of losing my concentration a bit. Is this person a good match? Oh. Is this person a good match? Okay. All right. Sorry, I was just getting over this nasty cold and it's still... So, is this person a good match? I kept getting yes, but like I said, I think there's a consideration there, and that consideration is that perhaps this person needs to mature a little bit. They might be a little bit flighty. They're maybe not interested at the moment in really settling down, and getting really committed. So I think the choice is up to you, Lisa, if you want to put up with that, or if you want to just say, okay, you know what, I don't have time to waste, and I'm going to just find somebody that's more appropriate for me and cut those cords and move on. He left. Hey, he's losing out. He's losing out. You're not losing out. He is. So, yeah, that's my read for you. I hope it resonated and I hope it helps. And thanks for coming here today. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, Sunbla, it's your turn. Oh my God, we got to you. Lisa says, yes, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And Sunbla wanted a general read, a snapshot. What's going on right now? What's happening in the near future? What is up for Sunbla? And I've still got like 10 minutes for you, so that's great. We did it. Okay. May LK. I don't know what that means. May LK. What's coming towards me this month? Yeah, short abbreviations, like when you're texting, I don't understand those. I need, like, a lot of times I don't know what those mean. May I know? That's what it means. Okay. May I know what's coming towards me this month? Okay. See, I don't understand those abbreviations and stuff. I don't text. Like, I do very minimal texting. I have as little to do with my telephone as possible. I hate telephones. Okay, so what's coming up for Sunbla? What's going on? What's going on? All right, Sunbla. And I'm going to ask the other deck real quick. Hey, you never know, Joao, if you're still around, or if you, I don't know, I hope if Joao, you never know, maybe I'll even be able to squish you in too, because you're next after Sunbla. We will see. Oh, Joao is here. Okay. You never know. I might be able to squish you in too. I'm going to try. Okay. All right, let's do her. What's going on, Sunbla? Ooh. Let's just get this out of the way. Interesting. Okay, so all right, so Sunblood, the card that's coming up for you as your significator right at this moment is Justice. Yes. And Justice is not, okay, it's inverted. So I'm thinking that there's a need here for like really bearing the truth, no more excuses, no more procrastination, whatever it is that you need to do or say, or whatever it is that needs to get done, you've been kind of avoiding it. And that avoidance needs to stop. You need to, just suck it up and do whatever, or say, or whatever it is that you got to do. You got to just do it. And hey, I know that can really suck. And then sometimes, like, I'm one to talk because, there's something that I'm supposed to be working on. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Yeah. So like, there's this need for that, but you're kind of going, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with it. And meanwhile, you know what? You've got the world right over your head, which is kind of like all options, all possibilities are actually open right now, and things are in motion. And you must get out there and seize that day. Don't stagnate. Don't just sit and spin your wheels and you know what I mean. The other card you've got here is what is that? 6 of Cups. It's interesting. That one's talking about like reviving old ties. Could be romantic. It could just be friendship. If you were estranged from somebody, maybe you'll end up making up and being friends again, that kind of stuff. Like just reviving old ties, right? It's showing up in a supporting position, and it's got the Justice one right over its head, and it's sort of like, if you look at them together, I'm kind of going, is there something that needs to be done where maybe there was some misunderstanding and falling out between you and perhaps a friend? And maybe that's something that you've kind of pushed away, going, I don't want to deal with it. But maybe, you know what, it might mean you're going to have to be honest and suck it up and say, maybe I didn't treat you very well, or maybe I said something that really hurt you and I don't want to acknowledge it, but I'm just trying to acknowledge it now and, mend some fences here. And, maybe there's some stuff like that going on. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So as we're moving ahead here, we see the moon, right? And the moon, of course, is all about like unseen motivations, right? And looking under the covers and okay. So there is something there that's trying to get your attention, and you've been kind of going, I don't know what that something is. Only you do. I think that it has to do with just, because we've also got the Knight of Cups here, and he's inverted too. The moon is not inverted. But, the Knight of Cups would signify somebody. The qualities that card represents would be somebody that, is very empathic, is emotionally available for other people, and somebody that's willing to listen, and they give really good advice because they actually listen. Maybe there was a failure to listen to somebody or something. Don't know. Oh, Bows, Bubbles. Oh my gosh, all these people are coming in. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm almost out of time. I'm down to like 6 minutes. Yeah, there's some kind of attention to detail that needs to happen here. I'm also seeing that maybe you've got a lot of irons in the fire, and maybe you're taking on more than, like, spreading yourself too thin. Does that make sense? And maybe because you're sort of focused on whatever it is that you are distracting yourself with or doing, sometimes you run roughshod over somebody else or hurt their feelings, and you're not even aware of it. you know, and sometimes I do that. I can be rude and hurt somebody's feelings because I'm not even thinking about them. I'm just thinking about what it is that I'm trying to do. And I don't, you know, so like maybe there's something there about like trying to expand that bubble of awareness so that you're aware of the people around you more, and more available empathically for what understanding those hidden motivations and things, and how sometimes your actions can affect other people and you don't really realize it. Yeah, anyway, that's all I've got for you, Sunblaw. I'm sorry, but that's what I've got, and I hope it resonated. Hope it helps. It's very nice to see you. I'm happy at least that I got to you. When you first came in, I was going, I don't know if I'm going to get to, you know, but yeah, it's sort of like seems to me that it's like trying to say, try to be aware. Yeah. Vienna Lean Philippa, I'm so sorry. I just don't have enough time. Hey, and also Asha. Yeah, I'm really sorry, you guys. Oh, and Bo's Bubbles too. Gosh, you guys came in at like 10 minutes before it's over. Sorry. Okay, so Joao wants to know about his professional path. Okay. Any messages towards my professional path? Okay. Oh, you liked and subbed, Asha. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, just come back earlier next time. Come back within the first. I go for 3 hours, so we're almost at the end of the 3rd hour now. So yeah, every Friday. I'm back now. I was really sick, like mega, like it was horrible. Like 2 weeks in bed. Nothing tasted good to me. I didn't want to eat, so I had this constant burn in my stomach because I'm totally starving, but there was nothing to eat. And you know, that went on for a couple weeks. Anyway, feeling better now. Okay, so Joao wants to know if there's any messages towards his professional path. Let's see. Is there anything here to do with the professional path? Ooh. Okay, so Joao, you've got the 7 of Pentacles, and it's an inverted. Now, when it's upright, it talks about how, you know, you've really put your nose to the grindstone. You've done a lot of different, planted a lot of seeds, basically. You know, you've been out there diligently working in your garden, and you're planting those seeds, right? And this card talks about enjoying the fruit of your labors, right? That you put all that effort in, and now you're finally starting to see results. It's inverted. What that says to me is that it's on the horizon. There, all of that should be there. It hasn't really manifested itself yet, but hey, the card showed up. Yes, it's inverted, and right beside it or above it, we've got the 2 of Swords, which is talking about like that you've got decisions to make, which could be what's impacting this other one. You know, it can't really fully manifest because there's still some things that you need to do. And that card is warning about that, you know, it's not always about like what you see physically, right? You have to trust your intuition and listen to your guts. And I think I've talked to you about this before, if memory serves me. You got to really be intuitive. Listen to your gut. Your gut is never going to steer you wrong. And sometimes you have to look at things from a spiritual perspective and not just from a financial one. You have to, I know that it's important to pay bills and get by in this world and so on, right? But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. There's some kind of decision to be made here. And then the other card is the High Priestess, right? And that once again is talking about, you know, like hidden motivations. So those could be hidden motivations of the people around you. It's also got to do with, again, trusting your guts, listening to your intuition. So I think that's the really strong message that's coming through for you here. And, you know, you do that, you won't be disappointed, because this is what you deserve, right? You've really been toiling. Right now it's like this, but yeah, I don't know. There's some kind of path that where the path is dividing, and you've got to make some kind of decision that only you can make. It's interesting though that in 2 of the cards it comes up with you got to trust your intuition. So yeah, I think that is the message for you here, Joao, in terms of what's going on financially. Yeah. So, whoops, dropped something on the floor. I'll pick it up in a sec. Yeah. So, thank you so much. Julian, I'm so sorry, but I've got 2 minutes left on this stream, and Bose Bubbles and Asha and Viennaline Philippa. I am so sorry, you guys, but I just ran out of time. This stream is going to come to an automatic end in like 2 minutes, so I'm just saying goodbye now. I'm saying my goodbyes. Oh, and also Ayushi, I'm so sorry I couldn't get to you. If you want a guaranteed read, then you need to get in here within the first hour that I start. It runs for 3 hours, and then at the end of the 3 hours, it'll just shut off automatically. So thank you, everybody, for being here today. It's nice to be back. I've been gone for a while because I was ill, but I'm back, and I'll be here next Friday again reading. And yeah, until then, I'm going to say bye for now. And it was really great to see all you guys. I really appreciate you. And I hope all of you have a terrific day and a wonderful weekend. And yeah, take care, you guys. Bye.